eyes, which isn't good because I have makeup on right now. But the team has just spent so much time, so much energy into creating these phenomenal products. And the emotion is high because we are here. The energy in this room, it's amazing. You are here at the moment that everything changes. Do you feel that? And there is so much science behind these patent-pending products. I'm going to say that again. Patent-pending products. We are super proud of that one. In fact, we spent over a year ensuring that no one else would come even close to delivering the results that we have. What is amazing about these results is that we are taking the natural approach. There is a whole set of competitors, and they're using synthetics, finding ways to mimic GLP-1, but ultimately overriding something your body is capable of doing. So let's go a little deeper into that natural process and our approach. Are you guys ready? Okay, a little bit biology 101. You make GLP-1, and it's primarily in your lower intestines. In fact, it's in specialized cells called L cells. But GLP-1 declines. You age. You face stress. Your food isn't as good as it used to be. And as a result, we see synthetic options popping up everywhere. I'm sure you've seen celebrities talking about them, or ads on TV, or heard stories from friends. You've heard about the results, but you've also heard about the side effects. Nausea, digestive issues, fatigue, muscle loss. They're awful, but people push through them to lose the weight. And these side effects occur because synthetics work against your body's natural processes. Well, that's where we come in. We've developed our natural approach that works with your body. And here's how we did it. Dual activation and dual amplification. These are going to be your best friends. Because if you remember these, you can explain why we are different than any other product on the market and why we are seeing the results that we are seeing. So let's go ahead and talk them through, starting with dual activation. So we activate GLP-1 in two ways, directly and indirectly. MB Core is the part of the system that directly activates the GLP-1 pathway through a blend of 8 naturally derived ingredients that includes acacia, lemon bioflavonoids, eggplant, honeysuckle, just to name a few. You're going to take it 30 minutes before you put any calories in your body so that it gets where it needs to go. But we don't stop there. The environment in which a hormone is produced is also necessary to maximize its benefits. Don't worry, you're going to be able to find all of these ingredients on all the resources. I know you're trying to snap photos right now. They're all going to be available, I promise. And we designed MB Enhanced to optimize the environment, specifically for GLP-1 production. Now, what I love about this product is you can take it any time during the day when your cravings hit most. So for me, it's in that evening, in the afternoon time. Some people will be after dinner. MB Enhanced indirectly activates the GLP-1 pathway through the microbiome. We feed it the right foods. I'm going to name some, so you didn't get your picture. Resistant potato starch, resistant tapioca fiber, and kombucha to feed the right microorganisms in the gut to produce short-chain fatty acids. And the end result? Enhanced GLP-1 activation. So we are both directly and indirectly activating GLP-1 naturally in a way that works with your body instead of against it. Dual activation is something that no one else can say. So how exciting is our superior natural activation approach? Natural is the only way to go. GLP-1, now it's been a hot topic, and everyone's been trying to get a piece of the action. All you have to do is whisper the word GLP-1 near your phone, and all of your social media ads are going to suddenly show you the products that may help support GLP-1. Now, note those words, may help support, or even activates GLP-1, no percentage listed, weak claims. That's all others have, but we have the proof.
Woo! Yeah!
Oh, that's very fun.
Woohoo!
We have our own studies, starting with an in vitro study to show gene activation like we do. And we've made it very easy for you to access that study and more through our science resource page. Now think of it as an extension of my team, available 24/7 for all of your burning science questions. It's going to be a fantastic resource for you all. Now back to the data. Our in vitro study performed in L cells showed activation of the GLP-1 production pathway. Now this includes genes that produce the precursor peptide to GLP-1 and a key enzyme involved in cutting that peptide into active GLP-1. But we don't stop with activation of precursor genes, which lead to more GLP-1 production. No, we've got a team full of overachievers here at LifeVantage.
Love it.
We also amplify GLP-1 activity in 2 ways, and the proof of that is also found in our in vitro study, because GLP-1 needs receptors to bind to. The GLP-1 is the key. Think of the receptor as a lock that must be open to access health. We can produce more GLP-1, but if we don't have enough receptors for it to bind to, we're not going to unlock the full potential of GLP-1 activation. So we've activated the gene, GLP-1R, that leads to more of these receptors, which is huge. And we've also, it's dual, decreased the enzyme DPP-4 that breaks down GLP-1. Now, think of DPP-4 as Pac-Man. Do you remember that old arcade game? DPP-4 gobbles up the GLP-1 before it can bind to its receptor and have its intended benefits. So in order to amplify GLP-1 activity, this enzyme must be decreased. And that's exactly what we saw. Our formula was designed for dual activation, which was validated through our in vitro study, but we also have dual amplification through activation of GLP-1 receptors and decrease of the enzymes that would break GLP-1 down. And our phenomenal 140% increase in GLP-1 ties back to our differentiated approach. That's how we're getting those results. Our formulas, they work more comprehensively than the competition. So we get the clinical results that they don't see. So like this resource says, you've got the proof. And that 140% is coming from a great human clinical study we performed. And it's also really where the rest of your top 5 comes from. Our 12-week randomized human clinical study was performed on 60 subjects by a third-party testing site. So that was performed on individuals not on any other LifeVantage products. So I call them activation beauties. So here's my favorite resource that kind of lists some of those clinical benefits. So kind of take a look there. If you put those, yeah, here they are on the screen. A lot of what Julie already said. Take a nice picture. These assets will be available. It's more proof that the system works. And something that we haven't said yet, it gets all these benefits without any side effects.
Hey,
Does that sound good to you guys? Incredible. But the results don't just stop with these physical changes. Mind-body GLP-1 system goes beyond just physical changes to address your relationship with food. And that's also what we saw in our human clinical. And here are a few stats that you haven't seen yet. Get some pictures, they're pretty phenomenal. Some pretty good. I like, especially like that 95% reduced sugar cravings.
Yeah.
My husband needs that. He's been begging me for the product, and now he gets to have some, so he's going to be very happy. And the science behind these phenomenal results, the gut-brain axis. When it's out of balance, there are increased cravings and food noise, making it harder to control your eating habits. But when everything is in balance and communicating as it should, that's when you can take back control. You can have reduced sugar cravings. You can choose smaller portions. You can eat for health instead of emotional eating. And it's not just about GLP-1. There are additional hunger hormones like ghrelin and leptin, and also neuropeptides like PYY and PPY that work alongside GLP-1 via the gut-brain axis to influence how hungry or full you feel. And we influence those key neuropeptides as well. Oh, there they go. There's it popping up. I don't see that 1,280% increase. Phenomenal. With this system, we quiet overpowering food noise so that you can fill your life with the noise that you want. So for me, get the image up here, karaoke is my happy place. You can find me later, we'll do some karaoke. But maybe for you, good noise is the sound of children laughing, or winning cheers at a football game, or maybe it's lively conversation with friends at dinner. But it's gonna be up to you, because you will be in control with this system. That's the key. And once you've experienced control of your cravings and the food noise, you're not gonna wanna go back. And you shouldn't. This is not a system that you use to just achieve short-term goals and then just quit it. Because GLP-1 activation is more than just about weight. It's about maintaining a healthy relationship with food. And beyond that, it's really about whole body health. Remember GLP-1's impact on key systems in your body that Julie mentioned earlier? That alone should be a reason why you would continue to activate GLP-1 long term. And what it always comes back to with activation is one word: synergy. Activating different systems, you will see synergies. So, for example, as you increase GLP-1, NRF2 activation increases. And as NRF2 activation increases, GLP-1 signaling and effectiveness improves. The pathways work in beautiful harmony. This is well documented in the literature. And just a little spoiler, more research is coming soon, detailing maybe some specific synergies of protandim NRF2 in my body, so keep looking for that. But for now, just remember, activate both and you optimize both. It's simple as that. And you already know the synergistic power of adding liquid collagen to protandim NRF2, breaking that cellular stress cycle so cells can go back to doing what they do best. So these, let's get them up on the screen, these are the products that you need. Your non-negotiable NRF2 and the revolutionary activators that pair perfectly with it to transform your health. Now, I want you to remember that you don't need to know or understand all of the details of the science to share mind-body. However, if you do get questions or folks that want to go a little deeper, and I know we have those folks in this very room, point them to that science page. It's going to be your best friend. It's an incredible resource. There may be a video that I star in, so look for that. And I couldn't mention incredible resources without bringing up another incredible resource that you can always tap into. LifeVantage's amazing scientific advisory board members. They're there. Can you give them a hand? They are phenomenal. I know you guys use them as a resource all the time, and so do we. We meet with them all the time, and they were integral. They were a key part of helping this product system come to life. And as always, they are a wealth of knowledge. So thank you all. That's the end of my time. But now it's